Hey everyone, welcome to math. You might hear in the background some big machinery. They're next door in the field, kind of excavating or getting rid of the grass and putting in a fence. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen over there, but they're a little loud, so just let's bear with me. Okay, so how many months are in a year? 12. Good. And we are on which number month? Right. May is the 5th month, so we'll start with 5. And yesterday was May 11, so today is May 12. That's right. And it's still the year 2020. If you look here, we have, it is the 12th, right? And we see over here that the new moon is on the 22nd. How many more days until the new moon? So let's count. Remember, we don't count today, but we start counting tomorrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more days. Is that more than 1 week or less than 1 week? It's more than 1 week because there's 7 days in a week. So if there's 10, that's more than 7. So it's more than a week away. All right, let's do our, days of the week. There's the other song that we've sung before. There's Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. There's Thursday and there's Friday. And then there's Saturday. Days of the week. 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 That is another way to sing it. And if yesterday was Monday, today is Tuesday. T, capital T, U-E-S-D-A-Y. Tuesday, May 12, 2020. On our clock, remember we were talking about a quarter past and a quarter to. So if we look at this clock right here, we see that the hour hand is between the 5 and the 6. It just barely left the 5, so we go back to the 5. And it is right here. What would we say that it's? 5. Let's count by 5s. 5, 10, 15. That's 5:15. Do you remember what's the other way to say 5:15? A quarter past 5. A quarter past 5. And if we keep the clock moving and it comes over here and it's the minute hand is on the 9 and this one's almost to the 6, right? It's not yet to the 6, so we go back to the 5. So it's 5 and then we count by 5 starting on the 1. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. It's 5:45. And we said when it's on the 45, that's a quarter to 6. So remember we're saying when it's 15 past, it's a quarter past. When it's on the 45, it's a quarter to. So we're going to practice that and review that and remember that, okay? Also, today, the kindergarten will be using these in their worksheets. What coin is that? A dime, and dimes are worth 10. So we're going to count by 10s when we count dimes. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So if I have 6 dimes, I have 60 cents. And I just dropped a dime. So how much do I have now? 50 cents. That's right. Okay. Now, the second and third graders will be working with quarters and nickels. So which one is this one? A quarter. And it's worth how much? 25. So let's count by 25. 25, 50, 75, right? And then if I had one more, I would have $1. But I only have 3, so I have 75. And then I have these 2 coins right here. They're the same coin. A nickel. How much are nickels worth? 5. So I have 75. I'm going to count on by 5s. 75, 80, 85. So I have 85 cents in coins. Now we're going to count by tens because the kindergartners are counting by tens today. So let's do that. And I know some of you can go super lightning fast, but here we go. We're going to go up to 100 and back down. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and backwards. 100, 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Counting by tens, counting by dimes, right? All right, now the second and third graders will be counting by sevens. So we're going to do some sevens. Here we go. 7 times 1 is 7. 7 times 2 is 14. 7 times 3 is 21. 7 times 4 is 28. 7 times 5 is 35. 7 times 6 is 42. 7 times 7 is 49. 7 times 8 is 56. 7 times 9 is 63. And 7 times 10 is 70. Let's count by sevens. Here we go. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, 70. Hope that's getting easy for you, counting by tens and sevens. All right. So, we are going to, I know you've practiced counting. Oh, I think right here is 24. So there are numbers in between these two numbers, right? When we're counting, when we're just counting 1, 2, 3, 4, just counting by ones, and you're counting what numbers come between 18 and 24. So let's start back here at maybe 10 and keep counting, okay? And we'll fill in the blanks. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So if you see that, you see two numbers with lines in between them, that means what are the numbers that are in between those numbers when you're just counting by one. Okay. All right, also for kindergarten, let's say that you have 9 Legos. You've put together 9 Legos. And then it doesn't look quite right. You need to add something to it, so you realize you need to add 3 of those little pieces. So you add plus 3 more. How many total pieces does your creation have? Well, I'm going to do the touch math. So I'm gonna go to the smallest number, which is 3, and I'm going to put 3 dots on that number. Then I'm going to say the bigger number and count on 9, 10, 11, 12. I would have 12 pieces on my Lego creation. Okay? Let's say that there were 5 boys, now we're into first grade, 5 boys building the Legos and 2 girls building the Legos. 3 of the boys went outside to play. How many boys are left building Legos? So we had 3 went away. So there's 5 boys building and 2 girls building. 3 boys went away. Do we have to worry about the girls? No, because this question isn't about the girls. It's only about the boys. There were 5 boys and 3 went away. Away, is that plus or minus? Minus. So we would do 5 minus 3. So if there were 5 and 3 went away, 1, 2, 3, how many are left? 2. There would be 2 boys left playing Legos with the 2 girls because they didn't leave. Okay? All right, and I think you have a test today, first graders, so you know almost everything on your page. Okay, second and third graders. You are going, there's a number, there's these numbers, 1, 3, 6, and 8. And they want you to write an even number using these numbers right here, any of these numbers, that would be between 687 and 723. Do you think there's only one even number between those 2 numbers? No, there's a lot of different numbers that are in between those 2 numbers, but we have to find one that would be, oh dear, I think it was this. I wrote the wrong one. Okay, what number could we say would be an even number that would be between this number and this number? So, as we know, all the even numbers end in 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. Those are all the even numbers. And you can have the longest number in the world, but as long as it ends with one of these numbers, the last number is one of these numbers, then it's still an even number, right? So, what is an even number? So, are either of these even numbers? No. So you can't end the number with those. So you'd have to end the number with either a 6 or an 8. And you can only use the number once. So, what do you think? It has to end with a 6 or an 8. Well, I think that I'm going to end it with a 6. So, the number it can start with any of these 3 numbers. Is anything 100 between these 2? No. Anything 300 between these 2? No. But there is 800. 800 is between these 2. 800. And then you can pick one of these numbers. I'm going to pick the 3. So 836 is bigger than this number and smaller than this number, which means it's in between these 2 numbers. And it ends with an even number, so it is an even number. So we met all the criteria. This number was between these 2 numbers, and it was an even number. So now I think the one on your paper is different than this one. I think they give you these numbers, but they give you a different range of numbers to put your number between. Okay, our last thing we're going to do is we're going to find out how to find the area. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3. So there's 5 squares going the long way, and there's 1, 2, 3 squares going the width. To find the area, all you have to do is multiply 5 times 3. What is 5 times 3? Or 3 times 5? It's the same thing. So 3 5s. 5, 10, 15. So the area is 15. And if you counted these squares, you would find that there are 15 squares inside of that rectangle. If we had another rectangle, but there were no squares inside, and they only gave you these 2 numbers, there's 7 blocks going the length and 4 going the width, you could still find it without having those blocks there, because you just do the same thing. You multiply the length times the width. 7 times 4. And we were doing the 7, so let's count by 7s 4 times. 7, 14, 21, 28. 28. So the area would be 28. Okay, so you just to find the area, you multiply the length times the width. Okay, that's it. That's a little bit of algebra right there too. Or for geometry. Whoops, I better figure that out, huh? Okay. Anyway, it's time to do your worksheets. It's time to do your worksheets now, and remember to ask for help. Remember to finish all that you can, and first graders, you have a test today, so that'll go fast for you. And third graders, you're doing the 7 times 7 times 8. So you're learning the 8s at the same time you're learning the 7s. So kind of you're ahead of schedule on that. So anyway, have fun. Have a great day.